madam. The audience we have here is such a big honor to my country, Ghana, and I see that the representation is at the highest level, and we're very happy, and we want to commend you for honoring our invitation. And I welcome you very warmly to the Ghana Embassy in New York, and I bring you special greetings from the President of my republic, Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who had the privilege of addressing the UN General Assembly, and they single out the climate crisis and its impact on developing countries like Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, the United Nations is, for example, classified the climate crisis, as one which has reached a tipping point. And indeed, the United Nations is actually indicated that we are no longer in a state of global warming. We are getting into a state of global boiling, and therefore the urgency of the situation is one that we all have to pay attention to. Now, Ghana continues to put in place measures to fight deforestation and forest degradation. Our policy is to protect and conserve our forests, and also to ensure that we restore our degraded landscapes through aggressive afforestation and reforestation. We have well-planned initiatives of actions to address deforestation and forest degradation, to secure and restore Ghana's forest estates, while, and more importantly, I should point that out, while also enhancing agricultural productivity on a sustainable way, and in a manner that will ensure that people's livelihoods are protected. Now, I want to also point out that Ghana has been an ardent propagator of climate change mitigation and adaptation strategies for the forestry sector, across the world and over the years. And the operationalization of our nationally determined contributions and beyond towards sustainable forest management, industry viability, ecosystem resilience, and sustainable livelihood provision for forest fringe dwellers requires that we have partners like you. And indeed, that is why we've called this meeting. And the hope is that we will be able to forge a synergy between the government of Ghana and, if you want, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, which is leading nature-based climate action, to work closely with you to be able to fashion out tailor-made interventions which will help Ghana halt deforestation and land degradation. Our participation today is therefore of utmost value to the government of Ghana, and I personally and the government of Ghana look forward to a great meeting this afternoon, and my understanding, and I support that, is that this is as much as possible going to be informal, it's going to be candid, it's going to be open, and we should be able to interact without any hindrances whatsoever, to be able to get tangible outputs, and above all, in my view, to be able to build the right partnership moving forward, particularly as it relates to Ghana's country packages, and for us to be able to work together closely. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with these words, I will invite my co-chairs from the United States to make a few comments.
About SCLP and where we can make progress in the near term. One thing is crystal clear, which is that there is shared and universal enthusiasm for making progress in Ghana in coming weeks in foreign conflict.
Ghana really sees a lot of value in the country package. As we work towards 1.5, we also are going to work towards the economic development of Ghana, the environmental development of Ghana, the social development of Ghana, which is very important.
The contact with Ghana. I would say that the last time we met was in Ghana, in Accra, during the SCLP, the All SCLP meeting, and within a very short period of a couple of months, we have reached this stage. And I think that's really a testament to the fantastic work that Roslyn and the team has actually done.
My suggestion is that Ghana has a great potential in one way, as you have pointed out, is geopolitical stability. As a matter of fact, I mean, I'm Japanese, but I live in Ghana, so I'm heavily biased. But out of all the 54 states out there, with the economic size of Ghana, of that GDP, over 60, 70 billion, Ghana by far is ranked at the highest geopolitical stability. That is to do with ease of doing business, the number of political coups and conflicts.
We studied the framework and we thought it was a very positive and very clear plan on how Ghana is approaching the carbon markets, both from a voluntary carbon market standpoint, but also Article 6. And we also noted the levies that were placed. With all that said, why did we still invest in a project in Ghana? This project that we invested, that we announced in June, spans about 100,000 hectares. It's going to plant 20 million native species.
First of all, let me reiterate our utmost gratitude and appreciation for your presence here and for the contributions you've made, the very invaluable contributions you've made. And I believe that out of this, the package we're going to put before the world will be a lot more enhanced. And as we all know, nature-based climate solutions and actions is been proven beyond doubt to be a significant tool which the world can deploy in the fight against climate change. And the partnership which I talked about, the FCLP, God willing, tomorrow we're having our second steering committee, but first in-person steering committee meeting, which I'm going to be co-chairing with Secretary John Kerry. And the leadership of the United States, the United Kingdom, and other countries have been phenomenal. And therefore, I want to just conclude by saying that, when countries like Ghana make the effort to set the pace, I believe that a lot more forest countries will come on board. And ultimately, all that we do around this table and the efforts we are making is really towards the noble undertaking at fighting climate change, which is a real crisis. It's a proven crisis, and it's not it's not delusional. I mean, it's real, and it's going to impact us today. It's going to impact generations ahead of us, and therefore, let's work together. Let's do it, and let's continue to build the momentum, so that, as Rosalind has rightly pointed out, at COP28 in Dubai, we can make this extraordinary announcement for the good of Ghana and Africa and the world, I should say. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you.